Oh my gosh. This episode was so thrown together. It was like everyone who hasn't had a scene all came together and said, you know what? Let's go and start a coalition so that we can all be at the show at the same time to get paid. This is my recap, my review for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, Season 3, Episode 8, Forgive or Forget, but not both. The episode starts off with Princess and Ray J. So the episode starts off normal. It's starting off with Princess and Ray J. Because Princess, you know, she's concerned. She's looking at Ray J's list and he has at least 5 pages worth of people. And it's not even all of his friends. Princess is concerned because she's like, dude, I don't know what you're trying to do, but Princess had a piece of paper that was this. It was a full piece of paper, but the margin, it was like one column. Like one column. That's how many people she had to invite. Total! Including family and friends. So it makes sense why Princess feels a certain way about Ray J's, all the people that he wants to invite. And she does admit that. So shout out to her for at least being aware that she feels a certain way because her life, for whatever reason, it turned out the way that it turned out. And she doesn't really have a lot of friends or family. I can get friends because you want genuine people. So I get that. But it's like, dang, family too? Fizz is talking to Willie, and this is where Willie just lets the truth be known that he's done some stuff, and so because of that, his wife has kicked him out, and things aren't going too well. Fizz is like, you know, you need to go and romance her because she's worth it, and you have to show her she's worth it. It's like, this is the Fizz that we remembered. So that was cool. Moniece, she has her song, Bad Bee, I'm a Bad Bee, or We're Bad Bees, whatever it's called, and the song, I was like, okay, this sounds interesting. This sounds interesting enough. Like, none of the music on the show is bad. It's just that it's not great. That's the thing. None of the music on the show is just bad. It's just not great. And Moniece, of course, is thinking this is her next big, well, her technically it would be her first. Well, anyway. Masika's speaking to her, and Moniece, she wants to go and do a listening party and actually invite Princess and Brandy, even though Moniece does not like either of them. She doesn't really have an issue with Princess, it's more so with Brandy. Partially because of the fact that Moniece came into contact with apparently this side chick, we're calling her Becky, this Becky that went and allegedly slept with, or at least was trying to mess around with Max B. And Brandy found out, went to the apartment, and it went down. The police were called and everything. So Masika's like, I have a daughter. I can't really be entertaining this stuff, but I wanted to stay on the show so I could eventually promote something that I could actually make money off of. So let me go and entertain this. It's like, I don't agree with what you're doing, but I have your back. I have your back, but this is stupid. I just want you to know that, so that people know that I am rational enough to realize this is dumb. Princess, she's at her, she's trying to pick a wedding gown, a wedding dress. And, of course, the first one that we see her put on, she looks great in it, her friends love it. We're thinking, where's her family? Her family couldn't make it because, as far as the timing, I'm thinking, really? Really? Okay. And then, I was like, wait a minute now, do you still have issues with Mama Sonia and Brandy you're cool with, but so why isn't even Brandy here? And she covered it up. She's just like, yeah, I don't want the support of Ray's family if I can't even get it my own. I'm just gonna take it from my friends. So it's like, wow, this is really sad. This is really sad. Ray J comes up when she goes and tries on her second dress, and I'm thinking, dude, this is actually the one thing you're not supposed to be at. And she agrees, but she was there for a good cause because he brought her grandma, and her grandma is very sick, so she can't just go and travel. And so whatever Ray J did to make sure that his future wife-to-be was taken care of, he did it. So shout out to him for doing so. And the thing is that, of course, she's just like, oh, this is why she fell in love with him in the first place. So that's all well and good. She has a talk with her grandma, and her grandma is just like, you know what, your father loves you. He is going to be there, because that was the big question. Is he going to show up? Is he not going to show up? He's just like, he's not going to miss this. You know I wasn't going to miss this. You know your father, he's a mess. He does too much sometimes, but he loves you. He loves you. He doesn't know how to show it, and there is no excuse for that. so I'm here for you. It's just like, yeah, she hasn't spoken to her father in a year, and before that it was 10 years. That's insane. That is insane. As far as you're thinking, gosh, a daughter, supposed to see daddy's little girl, that perspective, because the whole speaking not to your father, unfortunately, that can be relatively common. And 10 years, let's see, I'm 23? It was more than that, but okay, so I completely understand how that's possible to not have that. Yeah, so, oh yeah, please like, comment, subscribe if I didn't already say so. My name's Romie. So he'll be there. She wants him to be there. He'll figure it out. Nikki baby goes and she invites, at first I thought it was Tiara, but no, it's Miss Lyrica. And so Lyrica's there because she just needs a break. She also needs to tape a scene. And her and A1, that's not entertaining enough on its own. So she goes and she's with Nikki Baby, and Nikki Baby and her are actual friends. It's like, so what's been going on? Yeah, so actual friend, I've been dating a chick, and also Safaree. So it's like, wait, what? A chick? What? So it's like, you know, Rose, this is like, oh yeah, that's a bad, oh yeah, that's a good one. What? Oh no, what happened there? Like, yeah, and then, you know, here's what happened. I was dating them at the same time. I went and was making out with Rosa, and then Safaree found out, and then it just all blew up in my face. It was ridiculous. But right now, you know, I'm feeling a little bad about how it ended up with Safaree, because Rosa's ghosting me, so, you know, Safaree seemed cool enough. I'm going to see if I can go and salvage that. Her hairstylist, Phil, said, no, hold up. I got some information for you. Yeah, I know about this side chick. I mean, this woman who's saying when Safaree went out of town, they went and they had some fun. So now it's like, oh, so you tried to judge me for what I did, but you went and did the same thing. But we'll see. We'll see if it actually happened or not. Because, you know, nowadays it's not uncommon, unfortunately, for some women to be lying about who they slept with and who they've been with just for a come-up. I mean, we saw that just last season on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta with, what's her name? Precious P? Or something like that? Whatever her name was. Willie's trying to go and sweet talk Shonda, so he goes, and I guess it's outside in their lawn, and he has this little picnicky, not picnicky thing, but out, he has the rose petals shaped in the heart and all this stuff. And Shonda's just like, no, this is cute, but you cheated on me multiple times. There we go. We knew that it had to be more than this. He's been an habitual cheater, you know, which, again, no excuse for it, but because I'm thinking he was younger in that type of entertainment field, you guys probably shouldn't have gotten married so young. Should have probably been able to go and explore and do what you want a little bit more than come together. But it is what it is. You stuck by him, well, regardless, and now you're just over it. Now you're done, because it's just like, after all the things that you've done, you are doing stuff now, and she was right, because you got caught up, and you're trying to make amends. That's cute, but I still had to feel a certain way for years, and then I had to get special treatment because of this side chick coming and saying that, oh, you two had in a situation a year ago, and you got caught up. Okay, yeah, no, I can't do this. I was like, wow, this is real. This is real. This is actually real. This sucks that it's happening, but this is actually real. Because I thought it was real when I saw them on that episode of VH1 Live. People didn't believe me, but I told you guys, this storyline's real. Princess Love goes and she talks with Brandy, and this is where Princess lets it be known, yeah, by the way, Moniece, they do not like, you know, Moniece doesn't like Brandy or Princess, and so they call each other dogs and chihuahuas and all this stuff. I'm just like, wow, you ladies are really going a little too far and above and beyond to degrade each other on national TV. Come on now. And aside them making jokes about Moniece and all, Moniece did invite me a joke, because why would she do it? It's just like, why don't we just go? Why don't we just go and be involved? And I was proud of the fact that originally Brandy didn't want to go and be involved with that. But then Brandy made this excuse of, well, you know, I have to go and support my girl Princess, so let's just go and do it. I'm thinking, Yeah, okay. Ray J, thankfully, he's still on his he doesn't drink tip. Proud of him for that. So he's going to have his guys go and do the drinking and do the taste testing. He has a drink called The Woman Is Always Right. I forgot what the first one was called. It doesn't matter because the second one is all that matters. The Woman Is Always Right. Remember that. Remember that drink. That should be a popular drink. But, you know, Safaree just lets it be known how, Ray J, I took your advice. And of course, this is letting Soulja Boy know what happened as well. It's just like, I took your advice to tell, to go and check out Nicki Baby because she was two-timing me with the whole Rosa Costa thing. You were right. And so I said, you know what? I want you both. I want you both. I want both of you. I want you both. Either way, it was just like, Ray just was like, you had 3 words. I want you both. I'm like, 3? Am I missing something? That's why I just had to do it just now. And everyone's laughing because they're like, because A1's thinking, why would you take advice from Ray J? Like, this cool, I'm going to be married type of guy. That's the type of mentality that you want from Ray J, not the whole back in the day Ray J that he's given us of, you know, playing games. Because it's just like, you know what? Let's rebound. Let's start over. Why don't I go and you want to do this whole hidden, it's kind of like a hidden cam, but it's not a camera. It's a hidden microphone and earpiece. That way Ray J can go and coach him on what he needs to say and do so that he can go and take charge of the situation. You see how I'm stumbling? Because this is stupid. This is so stupid that my mind doesn't even want to formulate the words to articulate what's going on. Oh Lord, all for a show. All for a show. I'm so disappointed. Anyway. Moniece, she's like, alright, oh, my girl, Masika, you here? So, you know, we're gonna get into this whole messiness. You know, my single is a hit. I'm like, a hit where? What? But the thing is, I did forget to mention that Brandy and, what's her name? Brandy and Princess clearly heard the single before. And Brandy said the single's not bad. Which, I'm like, it can't be bad if someone who doesn't like you is saying that the music isn't bad. I was like, okay, let me go and play the. Oh, this isn't bad. This would actually be on the radio. That's the one thing I can't say. All of their music would be on the radio. Am I saying that any of it's great? No. But I'm saying it could get radio play. And I'm sure it is down where they are. Now, you know, Moniece wants to go, and before she sings, gives this nice little monologue regarding how, you know, and this is in dedication to Brandy, whose husband, Max B, was with a Becky, and how Brandy went to go and fight the Becky. She followed the Becky, then decided to fight the Becky. In fighting the Becky, the police came, and it became a huge situation. So that's why she's so rowdy, because her husband cheats on her all the time. And I'm thinking, Max B would be dead if that was the case. Has he ever done in the past? I can believe it, just based on how Brandy acts. But do I think that he's still doing that? No, because she looks like she'll really kill him. And then tell the police, wait, but I had probable cause. So Princess is getting very irate because she's like, we did not come here to be berated in the closet. I'm thinking, yes, you did. Why else would you come to somewhere where someone invites you who you know doesn't like you? And so then Princess gets up, she takes off her shoes, she wants to fight. And I'm thinking, wait a minute now. Brandy, who's normally the first one ready to go, is actually staying composed. And because you're bored, you don't have anything else better to do, and you feel like you need to defend a friend, one of the few friends that you really call a friend, that you're going and doing something foolish? Princess, you don't need to ever stoop to come. It doesn't even matter. It's all in depth. It doesn't even matter. So a fight can't break suit because they're actually at a real venue. So security is creating this wall in between the two opposing parties. Moniece, I'm thinking, Moniece, you spent all that time talking about Brandy instead of promoting your song. She's just like, well, you know, my song's being played in the background, so it's being promoted. Why didn't you perform it? You didn't look like you were ready to perform it. I will give you that. You did not look like you were about to perform anything in what you were dressed in. You looked like it was casual wear. Just listen to my song and let's vibe out. And that's exactly what ended up happening. I'm just like, Masika said it correctly. You're going and doing all this, but what should have happened was you should have played your music, let them hear it, let the people jam out to it, and let them want to leave as a result of it, instead of you going acting a fool. And you know, I'm your friend. I'm here to enjoy it / just watch. But I don't have time for this, and neither should you. Really, he goes and he leaves, and I guess he's living with Fizz. This is the stuff I'm talking about. He first goes and has a conversation with Fizz about his marriage being on the rocks. Next thing you know, he now has a place to stay. Because you can't tell me that's the new storyline. Fizz clearly has nothing else going on, because they keep trying to have everyone live in Fizz's house, or Fizz live with everyone else. So I'm really wondering, what in the world is going on over there? I don't know. Now it's time for the foolery. Safaree is already there. Ray J and Soulja Boy are in place. And Soulja Boy does look different. He actually looks healthier. I don't know if he's just getting, I don't know, maybe less sun. Maybe it's the skin treatment stuff. Maybe he actually gained some weight. But he does look different. I was like, his face actually looks full. He doesn't look like he's drugging. So shout out to Soulja Boy. Shout out to Soulja Boy. Now, Ray J is just like, alright, so here's what you're going to do. It's like, so you here now. Sit. What are you doing? Be quiet. Don't talk to me. You hear from me. Da da da. Basically trying to be as irate as possible. That's what Soulja Boy is trying to get Safaree to do. And Safaree's falling for it, hook, line, and sinker. I'm thinking, you are a grown man. You're really falling for this stuff? You think this is so much of a joke or so irrelevant that you're willing to go and do this on national television? While the people who are instructing you are laughing and cackling at the fact that you're even doing this. You've been played. You've been played. You thought that you were going to go, because Nikki was like, excuse me, no one talks to me like that. And I'm thinking, Nikki, I appreciate that, but you should have just gone up and be like, okay, this conversation is over. That would have been the ultimate boss move to do. But again, at least you actually said something, because I know some women who have just been like, okay, we'll go. But as the conversation progressed, you know, he was just like, you know, you did whatever you wanted to do, and I was there for you, and I didn't cheat on you, and this and that. And he says like, oh, really? So I got something for you. Ray J's just like, say the infamous line, I want what you have, or something like that. I want the both of you. Something like that. And next thing we know, this chick who they blurred out her face, I'm thinking, ooh, either one or two reasons. Either one or two reasons. This is something that clearly blew up in her face, and so that's why she doesn't want her image spread out there. Nikki Baby brought this woman who allegedly is supposed to be sleeping with Safaree. Safaree had this look of, sleep where? Now here's my whole thing. This girl's trying to say, oh, and here's a picture, here's a picture. It's just like, you're a fan though. But that's what he was able to say thanks to what Ray J said. So I'm wondering, wait, Safaree, did you really sleep with her and, you know, you were just having a moment, so you're in shock? Or, because we know he has a type, and we know that from, because he knows Rosa Acosta very well, because he used to, you know, just, let me know if you actually believe Safaree when he said he didn't know the girl. Because I don't know why. I just felt like maybe he actually didn't. Either one, she looked very different from when he possibly slept with her and he might have been drunk. Or two, he really didn't know her and this was a clinger on her. And that's why they didn't even show her face. Because I'm like, we're not seeing any evidence. So this might have been some BS. I don't know. Leave your thoughts. Leave your thoughts. I don't know what to make of that.